on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Scanning the field, it's Anger. He'll take the deep shot. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Runs through a tackle. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Snagged out of the air. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking for a man. It's Anger. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. It's on target and complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Tight end now in motion. This This time they'll go to the running game. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun to give to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got a man. On the move at the 30. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. That last chunk plays one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Got 5 wide out spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Anger. It's complete. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
Well, I know everyone expected this guy to put up big numbers, but I don't know if anyone thought he could go for over 2,000 receiving yards on the year, but he did with that last catch. Wow.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Shabera. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. It's caught. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the 1st. Back to pass on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. The run from the shotgun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Right on the money. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight 1st quarter, this 2nd period ought to be a lot of fun. first down here as they go back to work. Dropping back, it's Anger. Buys a little time. Going to try to get it himself. And it'll be a short game. No need to take a big hit there on the scramble. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Rebels come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on third. Got his man. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Rebels are rolling down the field. Throwing right. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. So now it's second and long. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quick hitting end around on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Firing deep. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He'll try to take it back. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Paul,
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Grab near the marker. It's Wall. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. There he goes. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Dances away. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Defense showing blitz here. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the ball. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st with a touchdown Gamecocks. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now is starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
To the air, it's Anger. Got his man on the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Across the 45. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Rebels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to buy time. Got his man downfield. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
We're only in the 1st half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, We got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Anger. Quarterback moving. Fires downfield. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Wall. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And he had just enough to will that one home. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's head back to the Grove and our fellas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
And the Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And this offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the...
Turning it on! And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Off the RPO, complete. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw. It's Anger. Unloads it left. Got his man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Punts it out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking downfield on first down. He makes the grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
South Carolina, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running line.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Wall. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Hurtado. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. 2nd down now after the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell the defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll trim the deficit to 15. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. Oh, better look out. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Got a little space. Run to the right. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And the pummeling has started.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
From the gun, the running back has it. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Finds his man. It's Wall. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt. And you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open. So I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
Finding open areas. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on first down from the 30. Wants to go up top on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Wants to throw again. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he feels the heat coming
tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go-rounds right down the field.
Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try.
South Carolina, 26.
Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be knocked down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. Turning it on! The 40, the 30, the 10, touchdown Rebels! And the route is on. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. It's caught. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Defense might bring the house here. That's caught. It's Wall. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Gamecocks are flying down the field.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Here's the pressure. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it at the 10. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Wants to go up top. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Fitted in the window for the score.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. past the marker. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Makes the grab on the left. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Quick completion to the right. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the beatdown has ensued. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Throws toward the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah.
Breaks into the open. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Finds a little space. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. They'll immediately call timeout. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Running to Green. Gets it past the marker. He's loose on the right. Inside the... And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
One more play to pad the stats. Direct snap. Creates a little room. There he goes. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. This is what you're looking